One breaking news is there. We get to know that Nitish Kumar is expected to resign here in the Raj Bhavan in the backdrop. And earlier it was being discussed that Nitish Kumar may sack the BJP ministers if they do not resign. So Nitish Kumar is expected to resign as Chief Minister and he will be sworn in again because they have the numbers 163. And that's what we get to know. Earlier in 2013, he had sacked the BJP minister because they did not want to resign. And earlier it was being said that Nitish is wary of the governor because of his BJP background and he may delay the process. But now they say that they are confident they have 163 numbers. So it is expected that he is going to resign from the Chief Ministership post, and automatically the Council of Ministers will be dissolved and Nitish will be the caretaker Chief Minister. That's the breaking news we have. Coming back to the RCP issue, I think it's based on misplaced theory and it's just an excuse that is being made. For 25 years, RCP Singh was the man Friday of Nitish Kumar, and he had joined Nitish Kumar as the OSD and then the principal secretary in the Bihar government despite being a UP cadre officer, and he also belongs to the Kurmi community. Nitish has a fascination of keeping Kurmi officers besides him wherever he goes, and that's what his trust lies on. Even most of the Patna district magistrates were brought from different cadres to Bihar cadre, and most of them were Kurmis. So he has a special fascination for his caste, and his trust is based on that. So I don't know what went wrong with RCP Singh, who was once upon a time of closest confidant. He was virtually the number 2 in the party. He used to run the party and the government. Nitish used to trust him more than anybody else. So as far as the exit route was concerned, Nitish had to make an exit route and the BJP was not giving him any chance. So this RCP model was created that first his property amassed in the villages were circulated, and those are property of villages. I have been to the village, so that is a bone of contention that will be investigated upon if he was involved in corrupt practices. But Lalan Singh, who was not made the minister in 2021 cabinet expansion, was miffed with RCP Singh, and he was the one who started rumor mongering against RCP Singh, and then there was a decision taken, and Nitish Kumar was convinced that he has done something wrong. He was hobnobbing with BJP to create a rift, to create a divide in the party, to finish JDU, and that was the excuse given today in the JDU MLA and MPs meeting, that BJP was trying to finish JDU, so we are left with no option but to leave the NDA and leave the BJP and be a part of the Mahagathbandhan and take on the might of Narendra Modi in the run-up to the 2024 election, which can be his last shot in politics as far as his prime ministerial ambitions are concerned.
Prakash, all right, fast-paced developments taking place in Patna. I believe in an hour or so, Nitish Kumar is expected to visit Raj Bhavan and tender his resignation before the governor of Bihar. And this, even as an alternative alliance is taking shape, which might again see Nitish Kumar coming back as chief minister. Political developments taking place in Bihar, some would say along expected lines. And Prakash, be there and keep us up to date on all the developments there. And